And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, back with another video here and another video of this MLB Show 22 Custom League as we continue with these home debuts here early on in this season. The Colorado Rattlers here playing the Salt Lake City Bees. We are in Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado here. And a good look at these home uniforms for the Rattlers. The purple and black pinstripes here with the nice Colorado script on the front of these uniforms. As the Bees here coming up, Nick Madrigal leading off this bowl game for Salt Lake here in this one. As only batting 174 to start the season here, as that first pitch is a fastball that is high. And Colorado, so far this year, 3-3 on the season so far for them. A perfect 500 record right now at this point in the air. And there's a swing and a miss and a slider there from Spencer Turnbull. Here's the pitcher for the Rattlers in this bowl game. Now here's Joey Wendell up here with one out in the inning. And he's going to ground the ball over to short. A nice jump throw. Good play made by the shortstop there for Colorado here. As you get a look at the Salt Lake City Bees lineup here. You had Nick Madrigal there, Joey Wendell batting second, Ronald Acuna Jr., their big bat, batting third, Teoscar Hernandez, C.J. Cron, Miguel Andujar, Elias Diaz, Odubel Herrera, and Jorge Mateo. And Miguel Andujar is batting 318. Overall, the lineup here for the Bees is not incredible, as that is a safe stolen base attempt there by Ronald Acuna Jr. here. And there's a ground ball. That one's going to be through into left field. Ryan Reynolds up with it. The throw home is going to be in time. As they get the runner at the plate. Good throw by the outfielder. That's not actually Ryan Reynolds. I'm not sure who that is there in left field. But a big-time play at the plate. And after the top of the first inning, one hit, no runs for Salt Lake City. Now here is Chris Bassett on the mound for the Bees. His second start this season, and his first start went really well. 7 innings and a 1.29 ERA. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and an under 1 whip. Really good start by him. So only 2 hits allowed in his last start. In his first start of the season here. And Brian Reynolds begins the game for Colorado here, as the Bees this year not started off their season very well. Only 1-6 going into this year. 1 win in 7 games to start the year. So they are definitely looking for a pick-me-up kind of game here. And in this series against the Rattlers, they have not been playing well so far this year. As now here's Carlos Correa up. And Correa is going to hit a ground ball. That is going to get through and on into left field for a base hit. So walk and a single here starts this game in the bottom of the first. Now it's Mookie Betts, who pops it up down the third baseline, and the left fielder is going to get there, makes the play, and the catch is made to get the first out of the game here. Went down, really good shot of this stadium here in Colorado. You got the mountains in the background as Brian Reynolds leading off this lineup here. You got Correa, Mookie Betts, Bobby Dolbeck at first base. Seth Brown is their left fielder, batting 368. Wilson Contreras, Joshua Ross, Francisco Mejia, and that number 9 hitter. I didn't quite catch the name of the number 9 hitter on this team, but there's a fly ball, and actually that's a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit, and a run is going to score. Base hit into center field, and Colorado takes the lead here in the first inning in this bowl game. Ground ball, it was a fly ball, and it just drops in front of the center fielder, Acuna there. And from first to third goes the runner. 1-0. Colorado now. Seth Brown is at the plate, and Seth Brown is going to swing and miss. And a 4-seam fastball on the inside part of the plate. Great pitch there from Chris Bassett on a pitch that is just catching the inside part of the plate there for the second out. A huge second out here in this one. Now Wilson Contreras, ground ball through the hole, past the diving attempt of the first baseman there, and another run will come in to score. An RBI single from Wilson Contreras And the Rattlers here have a 2-0 first inning lead. Good swing there by Contreras, and a regular ground ball that gets on through. Now Josh Rojas is going to send a fly ball that drops into left. And they're going to try and send the runner to go home. And they are going to gun him down at home plate. Bobby Dolbeck, I believe, is the runner there, and they get him at home plate to end the first inning. And a very interesting start to this game. The Rattlers get 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and are up 2-0 after 1 here. C.J. Crone coming up to the plate. 238 on the average. A little bit weird to see him be, playing a Colorado team here in this one tonight. But there's a 4-seam fastball by Turnbull at the bottom of the zone for strike 3. Now here's Elias Diaz batting .231. No home runs, no RBIs. As 2 down here in the second inning. The 2-0 is a swing and a ball crushed. Diaz with a bat flip. That ball is into right, and it is gone. Elias Diaz with his first homer of the year, and the Bees are on the board. Here in the second inning, it is 2-1. Humongous swing here by Elias Diaz, and a great shot of the stadium in Colorado. Knew it right away and threw his bat away there. 419 into the seats there. That was an absolute bomb. As runners on first and third with 2 down, but that is going to be caught to end the second inning. And an interesting start to this one. We have the 2 runners thrown out of the plate for both teams in the first, and then Elias Diaz getting the Bees on the scoreboard with that home run, his first of the season, and it's 2-1 here, middle of the second inning in this one. Bottom of the third here, we go to Bobby Dolbeck, and a single and an RBI in this one so far. 0-2 to him. It's a swing and a miss, and a 4-seam fastball there at the top of the zone. A second strikeout for Bassett now. And here is Seth Brown, 0-for-1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat here. Runner on first base. There's a swing and a miss. And there's strike 3 to end the third inning. Really good pitches there from Chris Bassett. And he has got 3 now on the day. We go to the fourth. Here's Elias Diaz again after that home run he had first time up. And he swings and misses at that pitch way inside. And not a good pitch at all to swing out there. Turnbull gets his 3rd K of the night. And, man, look at this filthy pitch from Spencer Turnbull. No chance to hit that one. So 2 out here. 0-2 count now to Jorge Mateo. And he is going to swing and miss at a 4-seam fastball outside of the zone. Turnbull has got his 4th strikeout of the day. And that was a brilliant pitch from Spencer Turnbull. So we go to the middle of the 4th inning. And it is still a 2-1 lead for Colorado here. Both teams with 5 hits so far. A pretty even game to this point. Bottom of the 4th, here's Francisco Mejia. And there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout. Chris Bassett gets his 4th K of the night. And that will remain a 2-1 game here. We go to the 5th. Here's Nick Madrigal up now. 1-1 to him is a swing and a ground ball, base hit. Back up the middle. And up to Brian Reynolds, who throws it back on into the cutoff man and into the infield. There's a hit here. As now here's Joey Wendell at the plate with a man on. The first pitch of the at-bat is crushed by Wendell. Deep to right field. He tosses the bat away, and that ball is gone. Joey Wendell with his first home run of the season. A no-doubt blast into the outfield there, into right. And, man, what a swing from Joey Wendell. And the Bees have the lead. Here it's 3-2 in the 5th inning. Great look at this swing here from Joey Wendell. Absolutely crushed. Great look at the stadium here in Colorado. We got overcast and cloudy skies in this game today, as 385 on the distance there, and an impressive hang time of over 5 seconds. As Brian Reynolds here in the bottom of the 5th is going to swing and miss. Strikes out on that pitch there from Bassett, his 5th of the game. Now here's Carlos Correa trying to steal second base as the runner, and they're going to get him out. As that stolen base attempt does not go through. Jimenez here trying to go to second base there, and a great job by the catcher here for the Bees to get the out and cut their man down at home plate. Now Carlos Correa is going to slap a grounder right back up the middle, and Chris Bassett stops it, takes care of it for the final out of the 5th inning, and we're going to move on to the 6th now, and Trevor Richards out of the bullpen here for Colorado. 3 games this season already, and 5 innings so far this season, and he's been good out of the bullpen for the Rattlers here, as we're in the 6th inning. 3-2 the score. Here's Elias Diaz coming back up to the plate. Spencer Turnbull tonight, 5 innings and 3 runs, 5 or 6 hits today. So, not an awful performance from Spencer Turnbull in this one. But now the bullpen has got to hold on for him to get the win in this game, as there's a swing by Diaz. Deep drive at the wall is the outfielder, and it is gone! Another home run from Elias Diaz! Counted his 2nd of the game, and it is 4-2 Salt Lake. Man, how about Elias Diaz tonight? That one not as far as his first home run of this game, but there's a 4-seam fastball at the top of the zone for the 3rd strike. And Elias Diaz will add on to the lead for Salt Lake. The Bees have 9 hits here and 4 runs, but we are through the top of the 6th inning, and Salt Lake City is ahead. Colorado here 4-2. Now here's Mookie Betts at the plate, 0-for-2 in this game, and a full count pitch here from Chris Bassett to Betts. Is swung on and crushed deep to left. There goes the outfielder, and that ball is gone. Mookie Betts with a bomb into left field. That one went over 420, and it is a 1-run game here in the 6th inning. Another no-out home run here in the 6th, and Betts knew it right away. As, man, look where that one ended up. 422 on the distance all the way into the seats there in left field. Man, a monster home run there. And there's a swing and a miss. A slider to Bobby Dolbeck there. I was not pronouncing his name correctly for a little bit. But that is the 2nd out. And there they drive into center. And Acuna Jr. all the way to the wall does end up making the catch to end the 6th inning, but the Rattlers are going to get a run closer, courtesy of the home run from Mookie Betts. In both teams, through 6 innings, 9 hits allowed, 4-3 games, Salt Lake on top. Now here's Ronald Acuna Jr., 1-for-2 tonight so far, and he is going to swing and miss, and a sickle change there in the inside part of the plate. 2nd strikeout for Richards here, and he is going to get a ground ball. Nice play by Richards. Stops it and goes to first base in time for the out. In middle of the 7th inning here now. And there's a 1-2-3 top half of the inning here. Really good shot again of the mountains in the background of this stadium here. And Adam Kolarek out of the bullpen for the Bees here. 3 innings so far this season. A 6 ERA. A 500 average against left-handed hitters. 250 against righties so far this year. But 2 down here in the 7th inning for Brian Reynolds. 0-for-2 in this game here, with the Bees trailing by a run. 6 really good innings tonight from Chris Bassett in this one, as that is a ground ball over to 3rd base, and an easy play by Joey Wendell. As that is the end of the 7th inning here. The Bees are still ahead here by a run. As you get a look at the batters here for Salt Lake City going into this 8th inning, and Adam Ottavino coming out of the bullpen for Colorado. And so far in 2 innings, he's been really good, almost perfect. this year so far. And here's C.J. Cron, and he's going to take a slider there at the bottom of the zone for strike 3. Great pitch at the bottom of the strike zone by Adam Ottavino here, and the second strikeout against C.J. Cron tonight. And a good look at this pitch sequence here as a slider there to finish that at bat off there for strike 3. As there's a ground ball over to shortstop, and throw to first base is in time. So that'll end the top of the 8th inning. 6 more outs here for Salt Lake City to get. Can Colorado rally something here together in these last couple of innings? As here's Scott Barlow out of the bullpen for Salt Lake City. He's been very good in 2 innings so far this year. Here's Bobby Bold. Don't bowl that again. He is going to swing and miss. Dolbeck's a nasty pitch right there from him by Adam Cabrera. And man, that was filthy. And that is going to end the 8th inning. And it remains a 1-run game. As here is Odubel Herrera coming on up to lead off the 9th inning. 2 for 3 in this game to this point. Full count pitch to him is a sinker there at the bottom of the zone for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Ottavino. And now here's Jorge Mateo. Only 3 for 17 this season so far. Here comes a 2-0 pitch to him. Is a deep drive into center field. Reynolds at the wall. Reynolds leaps, and it is gone! Over the wall, and actually might have glanced off of Reynolds in center field, and Mateo with his first home run of the year. Only his 4th hit of the season, and it makes it a 5-3 lead for Salt Lake. We get a good look and a good replay of this home run here. Reynolds leaping at the wall was right there, and it hit off of his arm and off of the top of the wall and over the fence. And a very interesting home run right there from Jorge Mateo, as that is going to be the end of the 9th inning there on that ground out to Dolbeck at first base. But man, and a big-time extra insurance run here for Salt Lake City, as they will go into the bottom of the 9th up 5-3. The Bees only have won 1 game. They're seeking their 2nd win of this season here early on. And here comes Taylor Rogers out of the bullpen, and as one is perfect in his 1 save opportunity this season so far, looking for save opportunity number 2 here. And the Bees looking for win number 2 this season, as there's a ground ball, and it's going to get under the glove of Acuna there in center field, and a double here into the gap. So now our man in scoring position. Wilson Contreras gets his first of the year. And now here's Josh Rojas. And Rojas is going to ground it over to first base. Wendell up with it, and they're going to go to first there. Or C.J. Cron. I don't know why I said Joey Wendell. But C.J. Cron is this team's first baseman. Of course, I should know that. And it's now 2 down. Down to their final out. Here's Francisco Mejia. Only his 4th at-bat of the season here of his career. As there's a sinker for strike 2. Now the Bees are 1 strike away. 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Mejia cannot catch up to that pitch, and there is strike 3. And the Salt Lake City Bees close the books on their 2nd win of this young season here. Through now 8 games this season. The Rattlers will fall to a game below 500. They are 4-3 on this season here. Both teams with 10 hits, but the Bees win this one 5-3. And we saw 2 runners cut down at home plate here for both, 1 for each team in that first inning. And we saw a couple of big home runs here from each side today in this one. As we saw a no-doubter from Joey Wendell. We saw 2 home runs tonight from Elias Diaz in this ball game. And we saw a no-doubter from Mookie Betts as well. Into a deep drive into left field at a time, made it a 1-run game. But there is the strikeout into the final out of this game. Here, a 5-3 final for Salt Lake City. As we go into the 2nd full game of this episode, and then we're going to have a play-along situation here later on after this one is over. But the final home opener for a team in this franchise, and we have the home opener for the Portland Chinooks here in Portland, Oregon, and Athletics Park. As there's a a good look at these home uniforms for the Chinooks. Really like these jerseys here. John Gray starting on the mound for Portland. All green here with black pinstripes, black sleeves. So you got some green piping there on the sleeves. Really good uniforms here. The home jerseys for Portland. And of course these Vancouver away uniforms are impressive as well. Really, really love these Vancouver road jerseys. But this ballpark here in Portland is probably, I mean, it might actually be my favorite stadium that we have in this game here as the Chinooks. So far this season, 2-5 on the year. Honestly, Portland's not I don't really think Portland's going to be a great team this season. They have not started the season out that well, but there's a ground ball, and because of the shift here, it's going to roll all the way to the wall, and it's going to be extra bases for Charlie Blackmon. Chuck Nasty getting a double here to start this game off for Vancouver. And another look at this swing here, and a ball that, just a really slow roller, but that shift there ended up made it an extra base knock for Charlie Blackmon here as he's in the scoring position. Here's J.P. Crawford now, and Crawford takes that pitch as a strike, and a good shot here of right field in this stadium. Super, super good stadium here. Love the trees and the background of this stadium here as that is caught in foul territory. A lot of foul territory in this stadium, but there's a tag up from Blackmon, and a good shot here of this stadium. You got Athletics Park there in the background, and I love the trees here in the background. I love the big giant glove out there in the outfield as well. And I think the wood architecture of this stadium is just super, super cool. So now a runner at third base, and there's a ground ball and a base hit by Ketel Marte into straightaway center field. And it is 1-0 Vancouver. The Vandals here on the scoreboard early in this one, up 1-0. As now Josh Meadows is going to send a fly ball into center field. Kyle Lewis is his team center fielder, and he's all the way to the wall to make the catch. But Ketel Marte gets Vancouver on the scoreboard here first in the top of the first inning. It's 1-0 Vancouver on top. Great shot of the stadium. I love the trees. I love how there's different trees on almost like a level of the outfield there with the wood, and just this architecture of the stadium is awesome. Here is Anderson on the mound for the Vandals, and I love these uniforms, man. The white with the green pinstripes, green sleeves and shoulders, and these hats are awesome as well. Honestly, the Vancouver Vandals jersey set, one of the best jerseys that we have in this league here. As there's a four-seam fastball that's high and tight for ball number 1. And the Vandals this season, 2-4 on the year. I also love this team's logo. But, overall, I think Vancouver is a little bit better than Portland overall. But I don't know. They're just an okay team for me in my book. I don't think the Vandals are really super great. I think they're probably going to be around a 500 baseball team this season. As we get a look at the Chinooks lineup, and this lineup is just not that great. You got Bo Bichette there batting third, Kyle Lewis, Charles Lindgren, Ty French, Matt Chapman, Martinez, Aquino, and Carson Kelly. But Val Cantrino, Colton Young also leading off the first two guys in that batting order. It's just not a overly impressive lineup for me. I don't really see a whole lot there. I think you got Bo Bichette, and he's definitely the best hitter on this team, but not a whole lot else behind him and around him on this batting order. That'll end the first inning here. 1-0. We go to the second inning as a stolen base attempt there, not going the way of the runner, and Anthony Rizzo looks at strike 3 there, and John Gray gets his first K of the night here, the second out of the second inning. Now Gabriel Moreno, and he's going to ground a ball foul, and Gabriel Moreno, a first-year catcher here for Vancouver, and he's been pretty decent here to start this season off, as he's an 0-2 from him. It's a fly ball, and it is going to be caught out there in center by Kyle Lewis. That was a good play there, as Lewis will lead off the bottom of the second inning here, with the score still standing at 1-0. Lewis this season has been the best hitter for the Vandals this year. For Portland, 260 on the average there, a home run and 7 RBIs. I'm not sure why I didn't show you guys that bat, but here's Matt Chapman, who has struggled to begin this season here, but he's going to send a ball and drive it into the outfield, and it is down, and it's off the wall. So here goes the runner around third, and I think that's Kyle Lewis there on the base paths, and that's an RBI double for Matt Chapman, and we are knotted at 1 apiece. Matt Chapman's third double of the season and his first RBI of the year, as now Val Cabrera is going to send a ball off the wall in left field for another extra base hit. He's going to slide into second base with a double. Back-to-back doubles here from the bottom, and now the top of the order. First double for Aristides Aquino here this season. I don't know why I said Val Cabrera. We're still in the bottom of this batting order, as here is Carson Kelly up now. But man, Portland up now 2-0 here, or 2-1 in this game, after those couple of doubles, and Carson Kelly, 2 RBIs, 217 average, and a 511 OPS so far this season for him, as he swings at the 1-1, and it's a ground ball to first base. There's Anthony Rizzo to make the play and end the second inning here for Vancouver, but 2 big runs for Portland there in that second inning, and they are up 2-1 here after the end of the second inning. Really like that big giant scoreboard there as well on that location in left field. And there's a swing and a miss by Charlie Blackmon there on that pitch inside. Really good pitch there from John Gray. As here's Nolan Arenado, and he is going to swing and miss way outside on that slider there. And way late on a great pitch from John Gray, and he's got a couple of strikeouts there in that inning. And man, that was just filthy to Nolan Arenado. As we're middle of the third inning now, and it's 2-1. Portland is on top. 2 down here in the inning for Kyle Lewis, and he's going to swing and miss at that pitch there inside and high. Really good pitch there by Anderson. And at the end of the third, still 2-1. We go to the fourth. Now here's Austin Meadows. And Austin Meadows is going to take a ball low for ball 3. Count is at 3-0. Lamont Wade Jr. sitting on deck. And here comes a 3-0 pitch here from John Gray. As that is going to be low again, and it's ball 4. A fastball that doesn't catch the zone. And a man on here with nobody out for Lamont Wade Jr. 0-for-1 in this game so far. And only batting 182 this season. The 0-2 to him is off of his elbow here, and it hits him. A hit by pitch will bring 2 men to the plate now for Anthony Rizzo, who's 0-for-1 in this game so far, only batting .227. No home runs, no RBIs. A big RBI opportunity for him here now. As there's a ground ball over the shortstop there, and a throw off the bag. Bo Bichette cannot get the out there, as that's going to be an error. Throwing error on Bo Bichette here. Going to another look at this. A little bit off balance throw, but man, it pulled the second baseman Cole Wong off the bag there. Now bases are loaded, and there's a ground ball. Nice stop by Chapman. They get 1 out there, and they will not be able to get the double play. Not that it wouldn't matter. The run would have scored anyway. And we are now knotted at 2 apiece. So they get 1 out here now. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away for Gabriel Moreno. 4-for-9 so far this season. 3-2 to him as a fly ball. Center field, Kyle Lewis backing up on it. He does make the catch, but there's a tag from third base, and that is going to score a run. And it's an RBI for Gabriel Moreno there. Good situational hitting to give Vancouver a 3-2 lead. Now here's Charlie Blackmon, and he's going to fly another one into center field, or this one is actually into left, and that is caught to end the top of the 4th inning, but Vancouver gets 2 runs, 2 big runs here in this top of the 4th, and after 4 innings here, it is 3-2. Vandals have only 2 hits so far, but lead it 3-2. We go to the 5th inning here, as there's Nolan Arenado, a ball inside, and they get a good shot of, there's where you got the division and the World Series titles, where those can be placed there. I love that. Not every stadium has that kind of feature there, but I think it's a really good feature to have, as there's a attempted throw all the way to first base by Matt Chapman. I don't know what the first baseman here was doing after he got pulled off the bag, but from a really good base running there by the guy at second, he goes all the way to third base there and tags up on that play. So now that's going to be it here as the manager comes out to pull John Gray from this game. And John Gray, you know, overall an alright performance. He is on the hook for both of these runners on base right now here, and we're only in the 5th inning. Here is TJ Antone out of the bullpen for the Chinooks, and so far 2.2 innings for him, limited sample size, but a 3.38 ERA. One man out here, runners on second and third, and that is going to hit Austin Meadows there. Inside on him, and now the bases are loaded for Lamont Wade Jr. We got on base with a hit by pitch earlier in the game. 2-2 to him. Is a swing and a miss on a slurve. What a monster strikeout by TJ Antone right there. Humongous pitch. And out and a little bit behind it there is the batter. Lamont Wade Jr. just cannot catch up to it. And that was a big pitch there. There's a swing and a line drive right to the left fielder. Good play by Tyler Naquin there to get the final out at the bottom of the 5th inning, or the top of the 5th inning here. And we are halfway home, and a huge hold by the Portland pitching staff right there in that top of the 5th. So here's Aristides Aquino, 1-for-1 with that double and that RBI he had earlier in the game. Here's Aaron Anderson with a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a four-seam fastball. Brilliant pitch right there by Anderson. Only the second strikeout for him in this game tonight. As now here's Val Quintero. And he is going to swing and miss on a four-seamer there inside. Great pitch by Ian Anderson. He gets 3 strikeouts now through 5 innings. And the lead holds at 3-2 here tonight so far in this one. Going out to the 6th, here's Gabriel Moreno, and he is going to swing and miss way outside and low. Definitely not the pitch there that youngster wants to be swinging out right there. And there's a pop-up in the infield. Bo Bichette ranging over. I'm not sure why Matt Chapman didn't catch that one. It was right behind him, but either way, the out is recorded, and there's a look 2-3-4 here in the batting order for the Portland Chinooks, still trailing in this one here, 3-2. Bottom of the 6th, and here's Colton Wong, starting the bottom of the 6th inning off, 0-for-2 in this game so far. And only batting 182, I think 152 maybe, somewhere in there. Not a good average by him, and there's an off-speed pitch high for strike 3. I don't know what you're waiting for right there for Colton Wong. I mean, you got to be swinging at that pitch. That is right down the middle. And it's an off-speed pitch right there. You got to take advantage of those mistake pitches when you get them. And Ian Anderson gets his 4th strikeout. Now here's Kyle Lewis. 1-2 to him. Is a swing and a miss and a four-seamer high in the zone. And Ian Anderson, man, my goodness, he didn't start out with a lot of strikeouts in this one, but he's got 2 here now in this game. And we are at the end of the 6th inning now as Nick Vincent comes out of the bullpen for the Chinooks. And, limited sample, but I wouldn't say he's done that great out of the bullpen for Portland so far. 3.1 innings and an 8.0 or 8.1 ERA for him. So here's Lamont Wade Jr., and he is going to swing and miss at a circle change here. There's 2 down now in the 7th inning, and that was a really good pitch from the hitter here as Lamont Wade Jr. strikes out for his 2nd time in this game, I believe, there. As another look at that filthy swing, a filthy pitch from Nick Vincent. Now here's Anthony Rizzo. And the first pitch here to Rizzo is a fly ball out to left field and right underneath it, and settling on underneath that play to make the catch is the left fielder, and that lands the top of the 7th inning here. So 7th inning stretch time in Portland, and we haven't seen really any offense here recently as Darwinson Hernandez comes out of the bullpen here for the Vandals in the bottom of the 7th. 1 man out for Ty France, who cannot catch up to that fastball right there down the middle. Strike 3 on him, and now 2 down in the inning. Here comes another swing, and there's a drive that just gets foul on Darwinson Hernandez. Here the pitcher, Matt Chapman, up. Chapman had that double earlier in the game, of course. As here's the 1-2 from him. It's a pop-up right behind the plate. And Gabriel Moreno makes the play to end the 7th inning. Man, that is a disappointing inning right there by Portland, and now they're running out of outs here in this game, still trailing by 1.
Your attention, please.
So we go into the bottom of the 8th, and here is Richard Blair. 1 perfect inning so far for him this season with the strikeout. And of course, we've seen a lot of him from our Marlins franchise here. But he comes in the bottom of the 8th inning here with a game still in a 1-run game, and that's going to be a drive. That is going to go all the way to the gap, and extra bases here for Portland. It's been a while since we've seen a hit in this game, and a while since we've seen a run as Aquino gets his 2nd double of the night. Now here's Carson Kelly, and he is going to take a cutter inside for ball 4. And Richard Blair struggling a little bit here in this bottom of the 8th inning to get some outs, as Eduardo Diaz comes on as a pinch hitter for Portland here. And now 1 down for Cole Luan. 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th inning. And that 148 average. He hit the big spot here in this one, as there's a ground ball. And they go to second for 1. On to first, and it is not what you wanted to see if you're a Portland fan here, as it's a double play to end the inning, and a gut punch for the Chinooks in this one, down by a run. Man, that is a monster double play right there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
as we go into the bottom of the 9th, and Nick Anderson comes out of the bullpen for the Vandals, and he's been perfect in his 1 save opportunity so far this year with the strikeouts. And 3 more outs left to get here. Here comes Bo Bichette to lead off this inning. He does have a couple of hits today in this one. We'll see what he can do, and he's going to get a ball up the middle, and he's going to get his 3rd hit of this game here. A single up the middle to center field, and there he has a runner on. Now for Kyle Lewis. Full count pitch to him, and it's ball 4. So Nick Anderson struggling a little bit here out of the gate in this bottom of the 9th inning to get some outs. Now it's Tyler Naquin here batting 5th in this batting order, 5, 6, and 7 to try and do something here, as there's a strike at the top of the zone to Nick Anderson, or by Nick Anderson to Tyler Naquin here. Naquin 0 for 3 in this game. Biggest spot of the night here so far. As Nick Anderson coming set. Here comes an 0-1. It's a ground ball. Anderson makes a nice stop. Over to second for 1. And to first base. It is a monster double play right there by Vancouver. And man, that's a big time blow. Now Portland down to their last out here in this one tonight with a Bo Bichette, the tying run, standing at 3rd base. Here is Ty France, only batting 107 this year and 0 for 3 in this game. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. High fastball, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. Man, that was a monster strikeout from Nick Anderson, and the Vandals take this one here tonight. The home opener robbed away for the Chinooks. They fall in this one, and they will fall to 2-6 on this early season. The Vandals will improve to 3-4 on the year. So, an interesting game. No home runs in this one. All the runs scored very early on. I don't think we saw any runs after the 4th inning in this one tonight, but really good diving stop by Chapman there at 3rd base. But yeah, I don't really expect the Chinooks to do a whole lot this season. I just don't see their offense being very good at all, and it hasn't been very good to start this year, so you know, they lose this one 3-2, and no runs by anybody after the 4th inning in this one. The win goes to Ian Anderson, 6 innings, 5 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts with 2 earned runs. The loss goes to John Gray. As we have one more opportunity here, a player lock situation here. And this one, as just ignore this stadium here that we're in, where it's going to switch to the actual home stadium for the Honey Badgers here. But the Honey Badgers 4-6 on the year, taking on Toronto and the Firebirds, and we're going to focus on Miguel Cabrera, who is 1 hit away from a huge monster career milestone. Sits at 2,999 hits this season here, as we are into game 11 on this season for these two teams, the Firebirds and the Honey Badgers, playing here tonight, and we are now actually in the home stadium for New York. I don't know why it does that for you, but we haven't really played a lot of games, and we've not had, of course, the one home opener for New York, but this is a really interesting stadium. I actually really like this stadium a lot here. We just haven't played in it really at all, and it's been a while since we have played a game in this stadium here, but like these uniforms as well by New York, I will probably put some New York text in the front of these jerseys here going into next season. I will update a lot of these jerseys here going into next year, just so everybody's aware. But overall, you know, like these jerseys, like the stadiums that we've been in, but Miguel Cabrera has actually been really good this season to start this year. He's 316, really good shot at this stadium. Really like the stadium here in New York. As here's the 0-1, swing and a drive into center field, into left center, and it's gonna fall, and it's gonna be extra base. This is a double into the gap. And Cabrera is safe at second base. There's a double, and there is hit number 3,000 for Miguel Cabrera. And just one more monster milestone on to a incredible career here for Miguel Cabrera. I mean, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, and a huge milestone for him here, as they're going to save that baseball certainly for him. And his 3,000th hit, a double into the gap here in a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the second inning. And the rest of the team here for New York coming out and clapping their hands, congratulating him on a job well done and a huge milestone for him in his career. One more look here at this swing. This is swing number 3,000 for Miguel Cabrera. Or hit number 3,000 there for Miguel Cabrera. And now here's Ramon Laureano looking to cash in on the leadoff double by Cabrera here in the bottom of the second inning. As an 0-2 count, here's the pitch to Laureano. A line drive into left field, and it is gone! A line drive home run into Homer's Landing there in left field. And the second home run of the season for Laureano. And it is a 3-1 lead for New York. They get Cabrera to come on home. And, I mean, land a line drive. Look at where this one went. Wow, that one got out in a hurry for sure. And it is 4-1 New York here already in the bottom of the third inning. As here's Miguel Cabrera up again for his second at-bat of the game. 0-1 to him as they swing at a pitch way inside, and it shatters the bat on impact. And that is going to be an out recorded there. Brady Singer catches the ball on the fly. And there is 2 down here with 2 men on. And 2 out. So we go into quick management, and Ramon Laureano, how about having himself a day? He gets a 2 RBI double, but the offense here for New York is not going to be done. They're add on another run on a sac fly from Austin Riley. So it is 8-1 New York here in the bottom of the fourth inning with 2 down in the inning. Man, this has been a rout so far for the Honey Badgers. And now here comes a first pitch to Cabrera from Maurice Familia on the mound for Toronto. As there's a swing and a ball driven into the gap. And that ball is going to go to the wall. It's actually cut off by the outfielder here. That's 1 run is going to score. And oh no, Cabrera is caught up in between the bags there. As he is caught in between. I thought they were going to go home with that one, and we were going to be able to score a run there, but it does not, or get him to second base. But an RBI for Cabrera there in that situation, and 9 runs on 9 hits for New York. They are up 9-1 here in this one today. And their offense is not done. It's 10-1. And a grand slam by Aaron Judge. How about that? 14-1 in this one here in the 6th inning, as Miguel Cabrera comes up for his 3rd at-bat of the day. As a 2-0 count here to Cabrera. And there's a swing and a drive. Perfect swing timing from Cabrera, but it is caught by the right fielder. Man, great contact there by Cabrera, but he does not. Nothing happens there and comes of it. As Miguel Cabrera up again for his 3rd at-bat, or his 4th at-bat of the game. And that one is going to go foul for strike number 2 here. 1-2 count. James Hoyt on the mound for Toronto in a 14-2 game. And that 1-2 is a base hit up the middle for Cabrera. And he gets his 3rd hit of this game. And man, Miguel Cabrera is really hitting the ball well this season so far. He is almost, I mean, it's like he's back to his old form and his MVP form that he was in earlier points in his career, as there's 2 men on with 2 men out. Here for Ramon Laureano, who's had himself quite a game. A home run, a double, and 4 RBIs tonight. Has 2 men on here with 2 men out in the 8th inning, and he's going to ground one right over to first base. And that is going to be the end of the 8th inning and likely the last at-bat of this game for Miguel Cabrera. As here we go into quick manage, and that is indeed going to be the last inning, and that is the final here from New York. A 14-1 rout, or 14-2 rout here in this one by the Honey Badgers. They will improve to 5-6 on this season. Meanwhile, the Firebirds fall to 3-7, and not really sure the Firebirds are going to be the best team this season. They do have Shohei Ohtani, but that's only going to mean so much. I do think New York, they have been playing just decently this season so far. I think they're a lot better team than a 5-6 record, but we'll see. The win goes to Carlos Rodon. He had a great game in this one. 7 innings, pitched 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and only 2 earned runs allowed. Aaron Judge ends up being the player of the game for the Honey Badgers. He was 3 for 3 in this one. 2 home runs, including a big-time grand slam in this one, as Pete Alonso had a home run, it looks like, for New York, and Candelario had the other RBI. A 3-hit performance, though, for our man Miguel Cabrera, and that is going to do it here for me in this episode, as Brady Singer really struggled. I mean, every pitcher besides James Hoyt was really bad in this one for Toronto, but that'll do it for me in this one here. You get a snapshot of what this looks like. Cabrera had an RBI. He got his 6th RBI of the game. He had 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Judge had 5 RBIs. Laureano had 4. Riley, McNeil, and Jalen Miller also had RBIs in this one. So that'll do it for me. Remember to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you're notified of when I come out with new videos here. As going back home to Colorado here soon in a couple of days' time from this recording. So I'm glad that I'm able to still get videos out to you guys, and now done with school here as the summer is getting into full gear. Hope everybody's having a great summer so far, and I will see everybody here in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to subscribe and be notified of when new videos come out. But you've been listening to Lucas from Mars. God bless.